Right, let's get into the tracks I played on last night's show. So this was a 1993 Darkside all vinyl business. Now I've done a couple of these shows before, so I thought this time round I'll dig into some of the B-sides, the slightly lesser known ones, so that I can try and throw a few little curveballs in there. But on top of that, it gives me a chance to explore those B-sides because it is hard. You do forget about them. So this one was a fairly recent purchase for me. Scott and Keith, Deranged. Now, this one, you could just play any of those tracks on there. They're absolutely awesome. I think it was Deranged, the bonus drums mix that I played on that one, but proper Darkside business from those absolute dons. So big up to them. Then this one was the Bass Ballistics EP. So this one was out on Formation Records. Bass Ballistics, sorry, the BBC EP. And no, I think it was Breakbeat Culture that I played on that one. No, do you know what? I got those mixed up. Did I start with that one and finish with that one? There we go. That was a great start, wasn't it? Then this was Basement Records, 21st Century. So this one's a little bit more on the kind of J-Tech vibe. Now, I managed to get a load of the Basement Records releases when they did a 1993 box set. They did 2 box sets for 1993. I think this was probably 8 or so years ago. So if you are missing a load of Basement stuff from 93, I would hunt down those box sets. They'll probably cost you an absolute fortune, but they are well worth it. So this one, I normally go for the White Doctor Groove, the Bush mix, but instead I played Doctor, the Snowball mix. Now, we all know what that Snowball is in reference to. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Really happy I played that actually, because it's an absolute banger. I always kind of keep going for the White Doctor Groove one, so that was nice little discovery for me on that one. Then Baby Kane, so this is the Falls in Reverse EP. So this one was re-released last winter, well actually 2 winters ago, 2023, through Nightfalls. Big up Chris. So I played Hello Darkness, the final mix. Obviously the hype mix was the massive one, which I believe was 94-ish, 93, 94. But that was the one of the original ones that Baby Kane did. Salute, Mr. Kane. Now this one was another repress from Smith Inc., which those of you may know is Simon Bassline Smith. So big up your site each and every time. So this one is Pete Devnun's label 8205. And I normally play, so which one was it? God, this is terrible. Power of Darkness. Now, I haven't played this many times, so I was quite happy to kind of pick any of those on there. Again, a little bit different to what was going on at that time, and I really like that, finding those little kind of standout tunes that were in that time. More repress action. This one's through Bill, getting the Ram Reloaded series off the back of doing Lifting Spirits re-releases, so big up yourself. Now, I always go for something new, part 2 and part 1. Part 2 is my kind of go-to. Ratty used to absolutely smash both of those, and I also like playing Bass Constructor. So Is Truth the Lie was not a very common one for me to play. Others probably do play it. So that was re-released back in 2021. So big up Mr. Andy C on that one. Busy Bee, Science EP. Now Slow Jam, I always go for Slow Jam. Slow Jam is just such an absolute gem of a tune. But this time I went for Revolution, the remix. Equally devastating. Busy, just absolutely on point as always. Now this one still remains to be a bit of a mystery, even though it's covered in words and what's going on with it. This was on the Wide Eye Records. This was a repress, I believe, around 2019. See, I love it that I write these things on. So Danny Styles behind this. Now, I think I played the Dark Secrets, What Have You Done? Or Dark Secrets, the original mix. I'm pretty sure it's Dark Secrets, the original mix. Either way, get this, because it's an absolute cracking 12. Then Paragon and Drum Program. Now, again, back to sort of Formation Records, this time under the 10-inch Pressure. International Rude Boys. So this time I played Paragon. Now, to be honest, I kind of play both of those because each of those sides are absolutely great tracks. So cracking 12. 10. Correction there. Lemon D, the Toxic Rhythms EP. Again, I kind of normally, something I feel is a nice little Darkside tune, but I feel like I played that a little bit more. So I played Parazone. God, I only did this last night. Imagine what I'm like when I don't do these for another week. Either way, it doesn't matter. All three, well worth buying. So this one was a fun one because we had a little game on this. So this was on DJ Recordings. And of course, Johnny Jungle, a Johnny tune, absolute kind of belting tune, smashed it. Now I think this was repressing correctly. No, normally I've played the Dance Conspiracy mix. Come on, mate, spit it out. But I flipped it over and played the Bad Influence mix, which is the first track on the B-side. Again, really happy I've dug it out. There's a lesson to be learned about digging for them B-sides. So inspired by the word named Johnny Jungle, I pulled out the core. So this was a repress of Banging Tunes, big up Mr. Neil Tricks. So I played the Johnny Jungle remix of the core. Then Windmill. Now this one I have played this quite a few times because I just absolutely love it. But the reason why I dug this one out was because, well, one, it's an absolute banging tune and it's got a bass line like no other tune I've heard. Proper little bouncy business. Ratty used to absolutely smash this back in the day. Now, I believe that this was never officially released back in 93, and I picked this up at Clashmouth probably 4 years ago. So out to Ash, Creative Wax and all the gang. Rugged vinyl, dope. Now I did go for dope. I was going to play one of the other ones, but they were a bit more kind of hardcore-y than they were Darkside. So stuck with the tried and tested dope. So that was the dope was the artist's name, Dope on Plastic EP. When I was young, the DJ Easy B T-Bags Revisited mix. Just got that now. Said it out loud. Nah. Then two Dark Troopers. Again, I have played these quite a lot, but I normally draw for Darkcore. But Lover, of course, just such a beautiful vocal with just kind of devastating beats and bass lines. There's just something so beautiful and simple about a real kind of rugged bass line and raucous breaks with just a beautiful vocal floating over the top. Two absolute stompers. NMI, so this was of course Tango and Fallout. Normally play Further Intrigue on this one, so this time I went for Recoil. Then back to the Creative Wax camp, so Bounty Killers played Silent Voices, absolutely slammer of a track. And this one, Essence of Aura and Distortions cut. This one kind of flips me out a little bit, and my OCD kind of gets triggered because there isn't actually a track name. The artist is Essence of Aura and Distortions crew. Big up yourself, chaps. Caught up with a couple of them at Amnesia House a few months back. So it just says Essence of Aura and Distortions cut on the A, and double A is Essence of Aura remix. There's no track name. What's it called? Anyway, doesn't matter. I ended up playing the remix because I always go for the other side. But again, a lot of the similar sounds, so it's definitely kind of very recognisable. Just more of a kind of reshuffle than a remix. Now this one, again, back to Essence of Aura, the Pure Essence EP. Can I Dream? I didn't play that, but it's definitely the one that I always go for because it's just such a dark and twisted track, but in theme with the show, I went for Intruder. Again, really surprised because I don't get to explore these B-sides as much as I should. I mean, I kind of do, but I've got 3,500 records, so, cut me some slack, please. Black Steel Part 2. Oh, my God, Crackhouse Records. Black Steel Part 2, the vocal on this, again, just saying exactly the same thing with just an absolute rolling break and bass line. Like, even without the vocal, this would be such a tune. But that giving me, vocal, I mean, it's just absolute magic. Looking at getting the goosebumps coming up, just thinking about it. Of course, classics, smash this to pieces, and will continue to do so. Considered the Darkside anthem. And you know what? Certainly wouldn't agree with that. Anthill Mob, Black Mushrooms. Where did that come from? Black Russian. Take a breath. So this was the Anthill remix. The original was really good, but just the Anthill remix it's just... I probably need to get myself a fresh copy of this. Oh, actually, I've already got one. What am I talking about? I've got the repress that Mr. Elusive did on 92 Retro. And the other side is the Top by Stonehenge remix. Probably should have played that one, actually. I got too excited when I pulled it out. I just got too excited. Violator, Volume 1. Disturbing. That is just the only word I'm going to say about this. Both sides equally disturbing, disgusting, and well worth a purchase. Lots of tango, lots of ratty, lots of fallout in this. So this one is a fairly new addition for me. So I ended up playing the Final Conflict, the tango and ratty remix. Now, fairly similar to the original, but just definitely different enough to be able to kind of give it a little update for the time that it came out in 93. But also got a big up Mickey Finn and Baby Kane for the remix of Tales from the Dark Side, because that is also juicy. More Bounty Killers. This time, what did I play? Oh, so by the way, Bounty Killers is Pulse Ash from Creative Wax and the Wax Doctor as well. I'm pretty sure I played Bounty Killers. Just get the EP. All of them are good. Agent Orange. Now, for years, I kind of got this confused with Black Russian as well, because in my head they're quite similar, but when you listen to them, they're like, oh no, they're not. But they are, but they're not. Either way, again, the Getting Rougher, the Chaos remix, I was going to play one of the other ones on here, but again, got so drawn to that, and the other ones were a bit more kind of hardcore-y, but well worth hunting that one down. Again, another sort of nice little gem, that one. Then on to DJ Focus. This was a repress through Vinyl Fanatics. Big up yourself, Brent, each and every time. So I played Chill Out. Again, nice little kind of bouncy, ratty style bass line on the intro for that one. Then Bird of Prey. Oh, bit of a bitch to me, because this is one, if I'm honest, but this was actually a repress that came out in 2007. But I played the original, which is DJ Dove, Bird of Prey. Just an absolute corker of a track. I do believe that was a firm favourite with Mr. Bookham. And then coloured vinyl. Now, obviously nowadays we're kind of spoilt with people doing so many amazing creative things with colours and records and splats and see-throughs and all that kind of stuff. But it wasn't that common to get a coloured vinyl back in the day. But Jim Polo, Master of the Darkness, Dark Horse Records, produced some absolutely corking Darkside tunes. I played the Night Rider. I do normally go for the Dark Horse in full effect, so Night Rider it was. Now, I can't remember. I think this was a repress through Vinyl. Yes, it was a repress through Vinyl Fanatics, VFS 063. Apologies, I don't have the artist name. Someone please help me out with this one. Ideology and Abstracts. Again, two sort of nice little underground gems here. And I went for Ideology. Put the artist name on there, Jay. Come on, mate. Now, this one was a dub that I kind of cut a couple of years ago. So on one side is... Revelations, obviously Tango and Fallout, now been not repressed, it's been remastered and released. So big up the Creative Wax crew, out to Madcap and Ash Pulse for getting that out there, and out to Fallout. It is an absolute just amazing new track, and so good to see it 32 years later actually get on the shelves officially. But I played use of, oh my god, I can't even remember the name of it. I went all like proper like dub plate on this and just put some cryptic things on there, but it's use of Devastating Weapons or something along that side. It is 94. I did go outside the realm, but just for one track, so please do forgive me. But just an amazing track. The edits and the drums are so raw. It's just and there's the breakdown in the middle really just kind of spaces out. But I believe that this was still only that Use of Weapons was only released on a CD, and I want to say Creative Wax, someone help me out, back in 94-ish. I don't believe it's ever actually kind of come out on vinyl, so whoever's holding the master rights to that, get it out. And then finished off with a bit of M-Beat. Now, this was Mechatune, so this was a new label that M-Beat had started, and I know that Brent was kind of helping him get this out, and he was doing some amazing things where the first release was like a kind of sort of classic M-Beat repress, and the second one was new tracks, and they were like so M-Beat. This was a kind of while back, so I hope that there's going to be more of these coming, because it was really great to kind of sort of relive some of these. Now, I'm pretty sure I normally play mix 2 or mix 3, but I went for mix 1, because again, why not? Look at that, that was from M-Beat His Story. It was an album. I'll put them all together. So, like, share, follow, all that jazz. Send us a comment, make a suggestion for future shows. Whatever you like, just come and say hello. But that was the full track list for the 1993 Darkside live stream, which went out on Tuesday, the 3rd of June, 2025. Later.